Hello everyone, this is our first chapter, Generation of Computers. In this chapter we're going to learn the different generations of computer. Now, let's say first what is generation of computer? Generation of computer means what? The modified versions means whatever drawbacks were there in last version or in last generation, those drawbacks were removed and invented a new version by adding some features. Okay, that is called what a computer generation or generation of computers. Now we are using what a computer everywhere, and this is not a first or last copy or first or last version or generation of computer. So when first electronic computer was invented or was launched or made by the scientist, then in size it was big, large, was occupied what entire hall. Then consumption of electricity was too high and was used only by a few selected people like engineers and scientists. Okay, and the reason behind invent what this machine to calculate complex calculation means what, where we stop to calculate or where we have a limitation to calculate any complex calculation, then this machine help to calculate, then machine help us to calculate what such things or such calculations. So these machines were invented by scientists, and so many scientists contribute their valuable time, their life to invent what the modified versions of computer. And currently we have a 5 generations. Okay, currently we have a 5th generation computer. There are 5 different generations of computer: generation 1, 2, 3, 4 up to 5th, and currently we are using what a 4th generation computer, also 5th generation computer. Okay, so nowadays we have a compact version of what a computer as compared with the 1st and 2nd generation, because easily it can be carried anywhere. We can keep in bag also can able to store more data, can calculate any complex calculation. Okay, so we have what the compact version of what a computer. And what is that? This is modified version of what earlier computer as compared with 1st and 2nd generation. And so how many what features are inherited from 1st generation, 2nd generation, and earlier generations. Okay, and directly not invented what the first electronic computer. Actually, UNIVAC, this is the example of what a 1st generation computer which was invented firstly, and commercially it was available for use. Okay, so before invent what a first electronic computer, so many mechanical calculation devices were invented by scientists to calculate, to solve what their daily problems like slide rule, then abacus. Okay, and multiplier wheel. So what these are, then mechanical calculator. So what these are the examples of what the calculating machines, and these are totally mechanical machines. Nowadays these mechanical machines are replaced with what electronic calculating machine, and what we call that calculator. Now instead of calculator we are using what the computers to calculate what such calculations are not possible for calculator. Okay, so this is what a introduction of chapter 1. So this after we're going to learn what is the history of computers. So before I go to history of computer, so let's see first what is definition of computer. You people are studying computer from standard 1. Okay, so you know the definition, but let's see one more time what is the definition of computer before start history of computer. That is very important, and some features also we have to learn before start what a history of computer. So first let's see what is computer. Computer is a electronic machine. It takes input from user, process on it, and display the output. This is the definition of what a computer, and it consists of different parts. It has keyboard, mouse, you people know that. Okay, monitor also, CPU, printer, speaker. So these are the different parts of what a computer. Now let's see the different features of what a computer. So what are the different features of computer? So first one, that is speed. Computer has a fantastic speed. You people know that. Means when you calculate any calculation manually, it will take more time as compared with computer or compared with this machine. That means it has a fantastic speed. It will calculate any simple or complex calculation within a short span of a time. That means it will take same time to calculate what any simple or complex calculation. Okay. After speed, what is next? Storage. It has a huge storage capacity. That means it is able to store what a more amount of data. Okay. So that is second feature of computer. The next one, that is repetitiveness. That means it will repeat same work for you number of time. That means you want to play a particular song thousand number of times, it will not uh, stop to working for you. Continuously it will work for you. Then next one, that is tirelessness. It is a machine, so it will not bore or tire. Why? It is not living thing, so continuously you can work. You will bore, but what about computer? It will not bore. Okay, so continuously to work for 24 hours 7 days. Okay. Then at the end, let's see what is the last feature of computer, that is portability. Now portability means what? You can use this you can use this machine anywhere. Okay. That means this machine is not built or invented. Okay. Only for particular field. It can be used anywhere, like it can be used in school for teaching purpose. It can be used at home for entertainment. Okay. It can be used in business to do official work. Okay. It can be used in hospitals also for water treatment. Okay. And it can be used in research centers. Okay. For research purpose. So that is called what a portability means. It can be used everywhere. Okay. This is not invented to fulfill needs of what a particular field. Okay, or particular sector. So what these are some features of what a computer. Okay. So let's see the history of computers. uh, Here you can see this is example of what the first generation computer, and it was a UNIVAC 1. There's one more example. What is that? It's UNIAC. The full form of UNIVAC is Universal Automatic Computer. It was the first electronic computer which was commercially available for scientists and engineers. Okay, to do calculations. And when it's launched in year 1951. But this is not a first calculating device or a machine. Okay, actually it started all with abacus. We all are know what is abacus. It is a counting device, or it is a slide. Okay, and it has a history of 5000 years. Okay, so it was a calculating device, and nowadays also it is used for calculating. What is that? Abacus. Okay, so let's see what is first point in history of computers. In history of computers, we have to learn what some mechanical calculating devices which were invented by some scientists. Okay, let's see what is first calculating device. Here we have a first calculating device. We know that what is this? Abacus. Okay, so what is this? It is a calculating or it is first calculator which were invented before 5000 years ago. In ancient days it was used by people for calculating what the calculation. Okay, and you can see the structure of this abacus. It has a wooden frame which is divided in two sections, and it has a row of wires on it. Beads are strung. Okay, and by sliding those beads, calculation was possible. Okay, so using this we can calculate addition, subtraction, multiplication, also division. And nowadays also it is famous, popular. It is used by people for calculating. Okay, so this is our first what a calculating machine, and that is abacus. Then after abacus, our next calculating machine, what is that? It is a mechanical calculator. The name of that mechanical calculator is Pascal line. It is invented by Blaise Pascal in year 1642. Okay, and he was just 19 years old, and simply he was assisting his father and to solve what such a complex calculation. He invented what this calculating machine. Okay, to reduce workload of his father, and for that he used gears, dials, wheels to perform what the addition and subtraction. Okay, so this is called what a Pascal line or Pascal's calculator. This after it has become a famous popular, okay, and was started to use by scientists, accountants and surveyors. And you can see who is he. He was a Blaise Pascal, and what is that? This is a Pascal's calculator, and that is called Pascal line. Okay, and when it is invented, it's invented in 1642. After Pascal calculator or after Pascal line, our next calculating machine or next mechanical calculator, that is Leibniz Calculator. He was a German mathematician, and his full name was Gottfried Leibniz, and he designed what a mechanical calculator in year 1671. Okay, and it was also known as or called step Rockner. Okay, means this is another name that is given to Leibniz calculator. What it was, step Rockner. Okay, and it was invented to calculate word calculation like addition, multiplication, then subtraction, division. All these things were possible with abacus also, but how it was different than abacus. One feature was the with this Leibniz calculator, it was to finding square root. So because of this, it's also become more popular, and he made what this calculator by using what copper and steel, material of copper and steel. Okay, to represent what a number in decimal form. So I hope you all understand, and I'll stop here, and whatever next point is I'll cover the next session, and thanks.